Levi's 501 manufactured in 1995. 60s reprint. This is a 501 reprint from 30 years ago. 1995 stamped for over 110 years on front pocket bag. As of 2023, Levi's is selling jeans for the 150th anniversary. Hey! It does not fit calculation. In 1995, it was for over 110 years, but in 2023, about 30 years later, it will be the 150th anniversary. 10 years difference. Considering 1995 as the 110th anniversary, the 1880s changed the material from canvas to denim, and produced the oldest existing jeans. The year 1882 was advertised as Extra Exceed Denim, or XX. If 2023 is the 150th anniversary, 1870 is the year when Jacob Davis added rivets to waisted overalls, which are canvas pants purchased from Levi's. And the prototype of the current jeans was completed. And on May 20, 1873, Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis obtained a patent for a method of reinforcing clothing with metal rivets. It was also the year the arcuate stitch was first sewn to attach the reinforcing fabric to the inside of the back pocket. By the way, this pocket bag is a Levi's 702XX 30s reprint manufactured in December 1994. Although it is 1994, it is stamped with for 140 years over. Considering over 140 years, Levi's counts from 1853. This is the year that Levi's established a general store and fabric dealer Levi Strauss in the San Francisco Bay Area, and began manufacturing and selling work pants mainly for workers from canvas, which was the material for hoods and sails. I tried to find out why the number on the stamp was different for each pair of jeans, but I couldn't find it. Let's take a look at the details of the Levi's 501 60s reprint manufactured in 1995. The denim is XX denim reproduced by Cone Mills in the United States on the looms of the time. It is sewn in a traditional Valencia factory. Selvage denim, of course. The number behind the top button is 555. 555 is the Valencia factory number. Next paper label. And red tab is Big E. Fit is somewhat classic. Levi's book from 1995. The category is Vintage Levi's. There is no word for Levi's vintage clothing yet. Compared to the regular 501 of the same period, the denim fabric is clearly different. The 60s reprint 501 is the one that cools and fades as you wear it. This 60s reprint 501 and the current Levi's vintage clothing 501. Compared to the color of indigo, it feels like a slightly lighter color. Maybe it's a washing problem. Or the fabric is reproduced by Cone Mills on the looms of the time. Looking at the 50s and 60s dead stock 501, the indigo is not as dark as the current Levi's vintage clothing. At that time, the 501 was not as dark indigo as it is now. When you see a vintage 501 with a distinct wrinkle fade, you may think that the indigo color was originally dark. However, it is thought that the indigo oxidized over a long period of time and became darker. The 501 of Levi's vintage clothing reproduces the indigo that has become oxidized over a long period of time. That's why raw denim looks closer to black than blue. Perhaps if this 110th anniversary 501 is faded, it may become jeans that are indistinguishable from vintage 501. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to the channel if you don't mind.